All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into another market and trade review for today, February 28th, 2024, the day that Bitcoin reclaimed $64,000 for the first time since 2020. Pretty crazy. Took 4 years. Last time we were at 64K. 2020, back in here. 2021, I stand corrected. 3 years. So that is that. Pretty interesting. And we did it all pretty dang quick, $7,000 day on Bitcoin. Absolutely wild. And we are slowing down a little bit. We went short on Bitcoin today at the top. Perfect double top here. And depending on the chart you were looking at, right? Like this is a tweezer top, and then, you know, a good bullish drop. Bearish drop. If you're looking on Binance, it put in like a perfect shooting star on the 5 minute. There was just a lot of different reversal patterns that played out here. So that is what happened today. If you're new here, appreciate you coming in. Go ahead and hit the like, hit the subscribe. There is a link in the description of this video for free shares of stock, up to $3,000 worth of free shares you can get. It's my referral link from Webull. That's the exchange we use to trade on. All you got to do is click on that link, go ahead and make yourself a Webull account and deposit as little as $1 to $5. You can deposit like literally anything, and it'll get you free shares. Good way to fund your account. Anyways, the paper account, this is a paper account, right? Today, small day, about 5 grand. Had some big winners on the SPY, which we played really well. We'll take a look at that. And some solid winners on coin or reversal on Coinbase when Bitcoin reversed. We'll take a look at that as well. But the reason we're red is some of these open positions here. So the upstart, this was quick at the end of the day when I wasn't watching the market anymore. We do have some time on this, right? We bought, let's see, we bought March 8th. So we got a week to go. The setup played out nicely this morning and opened up really green and then turned red. Tesla, we are looking to catch the bottom here. Not catch the bottom. You never want to try and catch a falling knife, right? But we'll look at take a look at the pattern for there. JFrog, we've talked about multiple times. Soundhound, we talked about yesterday a bunch, right? That we're going to be shorting this into earnings. And then we got to follow Nancy and her Palo Alto trade. So let's take a look at everything. First, taking a look at the S&P, right? So we are trending down still, even though we've recovered from the open of each day, and we're starting to form a little bit of a descending little wedge here, and that could break bullishly. There it is. It's rough, somewhere in there, right? Could break bullish, and we want to see a break of this trend here. So anything, you know, above 50.75 with strength, more like above 50.80 with strength, you know, to get above this area. So we'd want to see a break of trend, and then we would want to see a higher high, right? If not, I would expect us to come down to the base of this candle, which is the triple top in here, and looking for a test of support. It is now an SR flip is in, across here. All right, we're 0 degrees. That's pretty close, somewhere in there. So who knows? Maybe we trend down all the way to here and go. We will find out. Let's take a look at the market overall. All right, excuse the barcode. We'll go to the 5 minute. The SPY put in a super textbook, super fun to trade today. Test of this support up here. And then we got a double bottom down in here after the failed test of the VWAP, and we broke back out. So there's a lot of good signals, right? It's really kind of, it's kind of textbook trading today if you're trying to trade technicals for the SPY, as far as, you know, chart setups. And if you had missed the first half of the day, right, and you're just getting in right now, right, and you're seeing it right down in here and say, oh, look at this, we're coming down to the opening range of the day. Right, so if we have our levels in here, right in here, right, and that's a little bit Yep, right in here, and we barely wick off it, and you were coming in just today, and you say, okay, well, we're gonna use this as a test, right? And this would be where you would look to enter. And then this is a perfect entry here, and then it faked us out and sell, okay, double, and then this is confirming that this support is real strong right here, and we go from there. And then you're looking to trade, right, the tops of this range down in here, which tested earlier. So real easy textbook trades on the SPY today if you are good at your entries and exits and using supports and resistances, which is the simplest and easiest way to trade. And obviously using order flow and volume and everything like that, but that was that today for the SPY. Qs look pretty similar, except for they sold off harder and after hours. Apple could not continue with the little bit of bull hype that we got yesterday after the AI announcement because they are no longer making an EV. So Apple coming down, and this is starting to look ugly on Apple, right? Starting to see, let's draw this in here. This falling, and then we have these supports in here, right? This could break down. Since it's been trending down, this could break down, and we can see levels down here, but who knows, right? Tesla. We talked about why are we trading long on Tesla, right? We held today above the EMAs for a second day in a row. We were just about to get across maybe. After hours, we're trending down about $1, trading down about $1, but I think this has some potential. On the weekly, it looks even better, right? Above this line, the daily. So we're a couple weeks out on Tesla, looking for this $212 range, 212.50s in here, 210s. I think we see some strength with Tesla. Tesla has not been reacting the same way that the rest of the market has, as NVIDIA has been pulling the rest of tech up. Tesla just hasn't really cared. So looking for it to hold this trend here all the way up. We'll see though, anything could happen. I don't see Tesla getting above, this 225, 230 range for a while, not until there's some big catalyst, something that really moves it. Looking at Bitcoin, right, which we took a look at already a little bit. Whoa. Gotta zoom way out for a crip. There we go. This is a beautiful channel break, something like we've just charted on the SPY, right, on SPX. And now the Bitcoin is in this territory, right, of all-time highs. The highest it's ever been was 69K, and that was back in 2022, I believe. Could have been the end of 2021. Let's see. It was the end of 2021. Yep. November and December of 2021 that it hit 69K. So now we're looking to test that level, right? And we're right in here, which is a perfect top. I would expect to see some consolidation before we continue onward and upward, but we'll see. Anything can happen, right? And they're saying that the Bitcoin halving is already priced in. We shall see. Taking a look at Nancy's trade, right? We held today, double bottomed. I like it. Just big, strong, bullish finish. Close for the day here for Palo Alto. And it was a little bit hesitant going in, but there it went. Nice little pendant here, broke out, squeeze, solid up. Soundhound, which we talked about, right? We're short this. They tried to pump it for earnings today. We'll see what happens. And JFrog, which we've talked about. Why are we in this position, right? We like this position because after this earnings gap up, right, and on the weekly, we got above the 200 EMA with strength. We got an EMA cross as well. And we took a good look at the fundamentals in the balance sheet, and we said, hey, these guys are starting to get on the right track to big profitability. And then as far as the daily is concerned, we waited, right? We waited for sure. After this earnings beat, and we got 3 days of big drop, and we wanted to see, okay, are we gonna hold the top of the gap? And we sure did, right in here, right? Almost to the dollar or to the penny, perfect. As far as the wick, bottom of the candle close, and then they wicked into it, but then the bottom of the candle close is the top of this wick from here, this bottom of the candle body. And then we held the EMA and came back up, and we're getting this little channel flag in here. So I like JFrog up to 50 because of that reason. So one thing I want to talk about today is the narrative shifts that happen and how fast they happen in the market, right? And you will constantly be saying like, oh, Reuters says this, and Barron says this, and TechCrunch says this, and this analyst and that analyst and whatever. And every day there is a new headline coming out from some top analyst at some firm that says, this is the way the markets are going to go, and like, oh, this isn't the top, we could keep going, and Jim Cramer says this and Jim Cramer says that. The narrative will shift so fast, you have to take everything with a grain of salt. But what's crazy is when those headlines come out, people are quick to jump to conclusions, and so the money will shift that way, right? And a lot of times the move has already been made on the institution's end, and then they have their analysts go out and say that, and then they ride the wave. So things aren't ripping the same way they have the last few days because NVIDIA earnings was pumping everything, but much like the SPY is getting that descending wedge, we're getting that on NVIDIA. Do we hold this and go? I don't know. We're way above the EMAs to even see any sort of support here, maybe a double bottom in here. I would love to see things come back down and test though in the 750s. That would be really, really good for me. Last thing I want to talk about is snow. This is brutal. That's the earnings report. And look at all these lines that I have in here, because intraday, snow traded in between 172 and 188 for months. Like, didn't even move, right? And then this was today. Crazy. So a lot of people are going to make a lot of money that were short on this. That'll be interesting to see the profit from this tomorrow. I'll probably make a little short video on that. Their CEO is stepping down. They announced a dividend. They're doing like a $10 billion share buyback. So we'll see what happens. And that is wild. 508,000. It's probably the biggest volume candle all day for them. Yeah, it was. Oh, no. What is that? Yep, no, it was 138. What about it open today? 444. Even then, wow, that's crazy. I'm watching the volume ticker right here. Anyways, so snow, big drop. Going to be looking on the daily, right, with that. So we're all the way down in the 180s. That's down in this level in here, which is the range that it traded in for a long time before this run up. 180, the bottom. Oh, look at that, 183. This is the bottom of the support. Funny how that works, huh? Right in here, 183. So look, we're gonna watch snow to get some support, and then if I had a big investment account, it's not financial advice, but I would be adding shares of snow down there just because they are a really good company. So that's what I'd be watching there. Watching NVIDIA for sure. Is there anything else we need to be taking a look at? I don't think so. Palantir still bull flagging. Don't love it yet. We'll see where it goes. That's all I've got, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate y'all tuning in. And remember, if your goals and dreams don't scare you, probably not big enough. See you tomorrow.